Today in Grow a Garden in Roblox, we have a pretty big change coming to the game, as well as some TikToks from Jandal himself talking about the state of the game and where it's going and their plan and how we may be leaving one era of Grow a Garden and moving into another one. If that sounds interesting to you, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button, become part of the first 300k OGs on the channel. Let's get into the video. So a lot has changed in Grow a Garden over the past little while, and Grow a Garden seems to be leaving one golden era of the game and moving into another one. And I have multiple things that reinforce this concept. Also, just noticing that the golden peach tree went huge looks really good. Something to keep in mind for later, perhaps. But let's start with the Discord announcement that is changing the way admin mutations are being done. Take a look at this. Adrian has posted, "I'm thinking about running some admin abuses during weekdays or Sunday. You guys pick." Now, this is probably a good idea of having additional admin abuses because it creates additional hype throughout the week. But there's a bit of a problem with this. We're already at a point in the game where many of the pets in this game that provide admin mutations, such as the Space Squirrel, for example, aren't quite as useful because we're getting the Void Touch mutation through admin events all the time. So there's a pro and a con to this. Pro, you get more admin mutations, so more hype throughout the week. Con, the pets that provide those mutations just aren't as useful. What do you think about this? Comment down below and let me know. And you can look at some of the options here. As you can see, I chose Sunday. I was like, give me a stormy Sunday. That sounds kind of cool because it's a weekend. People aren't in school. People aren't at work. They can enjoy it. You also have Moonlit Monday, Frostbite Fridays, and Fruity Fridays. But one thing you're probably going to notice is that they're skipping certain days, Tuesdays, Thursdays. Why would that be? Well, if memory serves me, those days are mutation days or admin days, for 99 Nights in the Forest and for Steal a Brain Rot, etc. And it seems like they don't want to compete directly with them because at this stage in Grow a Garden's development, they would lose. If you had to decide, or if the common player, the common gamer had to decide between a 99 Nights in the Forest event or a Grow a Garden event, I think more people would choose 99 Nights in the Forest. So picking days that other games aren't using is a smart strategy for them. Overall, I like the concept of having additional admin abuses throughout the week, but that's not everything I wanted to talk about in this video. We've heard from Jandal directly for the first time in a while, and it's interesting. So Jandal has made a couple of TikToks in recent days, and they have a lot to talk about regarding the state of Grow a Garden. This one was published 5 days ago, and I completely missed it, but let's take a look at it because it has to talk about the current state where the game is sitting at about, 600,000 active players. Let's give it a listen, shall we?
Guys. No way. Guys, the game's not dying. There's 600,000 people playing. That's like the biggest game 3 months ago on Roblox.
He makes a very valid point here. Like, super valid. 600,000 concurrent players is an obscene amount of players, and I think Grow a Garden current player base doesn't quite comprehend how many people that is. Yes, it's not 2 to 3 million, but 600,000 is insane. This is Steam chart. It shows you all the concurrent players right this very second playing games on Steam, and Steam is a massive gaming platform. And look, Grow a Garden has more active players than PUBG, way more active players than Apex Legends, the new Hollow Knight game, etc, etc. Dota 2 peaks at 950,000 players in the past 30 days, and Grow a Garden clears that every single morning. So I get what Jandal was talking about here when he says, 600,000 players is an insane amount of players. Let's keep watching.
I appreciate everyone caring for us though, but yeah, we're still updating the game and we're really happy we still have 600,000 people.
That is the right mindset to have. You can't get bogged down emotionally, mentally, or your mental health will go into the toilet. You can't get bogged down with the thought in your brain of, oh, I was up here at the pinnacle of awesome, and now I'm merely down here in the middle of awesome, and you can't feel horrible about that, or you're just gonna crash and burn. So long as Grow a Garden continues to receive updates and continues to be a top 10 game on Roblox, it's in a fantastic and healthy place for you, for me, and for everybody who enjoys this game. And there may be times, there may be events where those numbers peak back up again. Halloween, Christmas, those are two examples of times where lots of people will most likely play Grow a Garden. But right now, fall update, kind of in between, a little bit of filler, things are low, and that's okay. Now, this other one was released 3 hours ago, and it's a bit more interesting. I'm going to show you the video, and then I'm going to show you the description, because in the video, it tells you to read the description. So let's start with the recording of what is being talked about. You see Jandel's face reacting to a TikTok right now.
Is Grow a Garden dying?
Grow a Garden is dying.
The entire world was once playing Grow a Garden.
You want to stay home from school for a Grow Garden event?
Yes.
So as you can see, Jandel is watching this video. He's reacting to this video, and it says to read the description. Let me pull up the description for you. Jandel writes the following. Thank you to all the fans who supported us over the last 6 months. We changed Roblox. I don't think Grow a Garden is dying, and we will keep updating the game. That's pretty important. But its golden era may be over for sure. Who knows? Maybe we have a few more banger updates. Even if the golden era of Grow a Garden is gone, things can receive a renaissance. They can come back from the dead. Even though this isn't the dead, they can come back from being merely a really good game to being an excellent game once more with steady work. A perfect example of this is a silly little game called, and my brain just blanked there for a second, No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky was a sci-fi game that came out many years ago, and it was pretty much dead on arrival. Nobody liked it. It was undercooked and underdeveloped. And this is what its chart looked like back in 2017. But as you can see right now, it is receiving quite the renaissance because they've put in tons of work and tons of time over these years to make an excellent game. And Grow a Garden is more than capable of doing something like that, considering the developers are continuing to update it week after week. Let's keep reading the description. Our whole team worked so hard the last 6 months, the pressure to deliver was insane, and I think we mostly did a good job. And they did. There are so many highlights of working on this game, beating so many records and the admin abuses. Thanks again, guys. It was a privilege for us to work on this game for all the fans, and the community is so wholesome. I'll never forget these last 6 months. This sounds like he's leaving, which isn't true as far as I know. Grow a Garden is in a new era, but that is a good thing. All games change in popularity. We will keep trying to make the game fun for everyone. It's encouraging to see that the developers are trying to continue to innovate and grow this game moving forward by changing the way they're going to do the admin abuse, by adding more of them, by continuing to do updates, etc., etc. Also, it's encouraging that they're realizing in their minds that we're still doing really good, and they can't get emotionally or mentally bogged down by comparing themselves with their previous success to where they are now. Ultimately, I'm really encouraged by what I'm reading and hearing regarding the development of Grow a Garden, and I'm excited to see where this game goes in the future. Hopefully this video was useful to you. Hopefully it was valuable. If it was, go ahead and hit subscribe, become part of the first 300K OGs on the channel. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching.